Welcome back, or welcome if you're new to this. This is a how to network. So we're going to be looking at some ideas, some tips, some ways that I've found work. And again, this is totally subjective. This is not the only way to do it. There's a million and one different ways to skin a cat. So these are only the experiences and the ways that I've found work and subsequently don't work. And it's going to be different all the way. So, I mean, falling short of going to a music university where you can then completely network, I would say for things when you're not in that sphere, find everybody that you need to connect with, that you know you need to connect with, and you might not know that, but again, this sounds a bit strange, but if you're a musician, you're probably going to want to connect with, personally, I found the most important people to reach out to at the top are producers and recording engineers at studios. Second down to that, in my opinion, you're looking at people that are outside of your instruments. So drummers looking for guitarists and bass players, and vice versa, but also not too below that and probably on the same level. All of these are important, don't forget. This is not a list of massive differences in importance. But then look at connecting with the people of the same instrument, because if they don't have, if they can't make a gig, and they know that you can do it, and you guys are buddies, they can then put you forward for that, and then you're meeting those other people. So just because they're the same instrument as you doesn't mean that you shouldn't connect. You should connect with everybody in the industry. But I'm saying I would personally, depending on what you're trying to achieve here. For me, it was producers and studios, and you're gonna get a lot of nothings, honestly, but you'll get something. So I spent months and months and months finding, just find all the studios in your area, find all the producers in your area, email them, make it a personal email. Don't just generically copy and paste. And I might be telling everybody stuff they already know, but this is hopefully to help the people that might not know, because it seems obvious if you know it, but it might totally escape people's minds, and hopefully this kind of helps somebody out. Find all the people, research into them, look into their background, because a producer of, a guy that mostly works on drum and bass and electronic and EDM and techno might not saying he won't be or she won't be, but they might not be the most prime person to reach out to if you're looking at doing live sessions and you want to do studio work, because a lot of that stuff's triggered in programs, so they might not have a need for a drummer or a guitarist. So find a guy or a girl in your area that deals with live recordings. Find the studios, reach out to the studios. I know people might disagree with this, but I would go so far as to suggest even going down, if you've got a musical resume, if you don't, try and pad one up, make it somehow, but you gotta start somewhere. But if you don't, I would even just say, go to the studios and just introduce yourself. Let them know that you are who you are, how you look, and what instrument you play, and then just leave. Keep it short and simple, but just get in there and let them have your face, and maybe even ask if they've got a place that you can rehearse, because say, oh, I can't play the drums at my house because of sound issues and neighbors and stuff. Would it be okay if I came down once a week and rented out one of your rooms to practice the drums? Because again, this isn't gonna guarantee anything. I know the guy for Oasis, the drummer for Oasis, I think it was Alan White. He got the job because he was playing the drums in a studio, just practicing and stuff. And somebody from Oasis's camp heard him, and then started connecting the people up. So things like that happen. That's gonna happen more likely there than if you're just staying in your basement or at your house. So I'm just saying, get out there and let them know that you exist. So secondly, from those studios, find people on the internet that you might not even ever assume are going to talk to you, because they might be, if you can somehow find the contact information for the producer that worked on the Arctic Monkeys album or on that Chili Peppers album, you find these people. You need to find them though. That's the whole point of all this, is go and just be a bloodhound. Be relentless. Find these people and send them a personal email. Don't send them a generic load of crap. Find out who they are. Find out what they've done. Custom. It's just going to take time. That's the thing. You need to be okay to invest all this time. It will pay off. Find them. Write them nice emails. Write them a nice personalized email. Don't so much ask from what they can give you, but if you do, ask what you can, maybe not ask what you can give them, but let them know that you can give them something too, in the position of you don't want to be that person who just takes and takes and takes, because they're going to get a million emails from a million different people saying, give me something. You can't just get from somebody. You need to give them value as much as they're going to give you value, which would be something along the lines of, are you looking for an intern? Not so much can I get you coffee, but you know my point. You don't need to get paid for these services. You need to generate those relationships. So see if they wouldn't mind, because they're giving up their time, don't forget, to let you be involved. Maybe they'll let you shadow them. Maybe they'll let you do workplace experience. Maybe they'll let you tune up the drums in the studio, and you might spend months tuning up drums in the studio. That would be incredible. If you're fortunate enough to get that, then you've done a really great job. That you're now in a studio tuning drums, not getting paid anything. You consider yourself really fortunate there, because it won't take long before you can then. You'll be tuning them. You'll be sound checking them. You'll be playing them. People will be hearing you play. People will be seeing you. People will know you. He then or she then knows you. You're a trusted source. You can then, again, it's all a very natural, fluid way. This is not like a very regimented after this amount of weeks and then after this. These things happen in such strange ways, but just reach out and find somebody, and you're going to get a lot of kickback. I've had horrible emails come back my way, really rude, really mean, which you don't expect, but then you start to expect it. But then when you'll get no emails, or you'll get rude emails, but you'll get that one gem that's that connection, and that'll help you move forward. And then similarly, find bands that you want to audition for, that you like the sound of, and just go for it. So really try, if you're not in a school where all of this is happening for you or around you, just get on the internet. Don't watch the reruns. Don't Netflix binge. Get there and find all the producers and studios you can, all the drummers. Reach out to drummers and just ask what they did to get started. I mean, just reach out to all these people. Really, really do. And just start a conversation. It seems basic, and I'm sure it is. So hopefully I haven't taught my grandma how to suck an egg, essentially, but there you go. So you just got to put yourself out there and put yourself out in the best position possible. Stay safe. I'll talk to you in a bit.